All right, so we've been having some technical difficulties, y'all, with broadcasting, but it looks like we're good to go now. Um, so what I wanted to share with you is I wanted to share with you the Apex skills and how to get to the Apex mission. I looked up. I was playing Tera. I've been really hammering on Tera lately, and I've been trying to figure out how to get started with the Apex quest because it wouldn't show up for me. But I've got a way to show you how to get access to the Apex skills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down so anybody who doesn't know how to go from point A to point B, what's going on at 8.5 and 8.7, it's gonna hook you up with that. Okay, so as you already know, you talked to Dougal. I just talked to Dougal and I just got my pieces. Okay, I got my armor. All right, so here's the thing that I didn't know, and there's a place up here where they speculate that you're supposed to be able to talk to this guy up here, and there's a red question mark there, but there's no red question mark there. I don't know if you got to get there, you probably got to get a stronger item level. Okay, so right now my item level, if you want to look at it, it's at 82. Okay, all right, so let's do this. I did that on purpose. Okay, first of all, let's get rid of the mount. Let's get deeper into the character there. Turn the character around. Okay, as you can see, we have Crimson on pretty much. All right, we are using the gunner skills. So here we go. Go into inventory. We've got some enigmatic. Okay, now the goal here in enigmatic is real simple. Okay, what you want your info to be is your info needs to be your crit factor. We're looking for a 250 crit hit. Okay, that's our goal. So I'm gonna go to skills. I'm gonna go to inventory. Okay, so the first thing I'm looking for is something that I didn't know about. All right, and I want to share this with you first because okay, so I'm gonna start with my gauntlets. Let's go ahead and do identification on it. Let's select. Okay, so of course you're gonna select the ones that are in orange or yellow. It's yellow, orange, whatever. So we're gonna do power, crit factor, and attack speed. Okay. All right, cool. That's the ones we're gonna do. We're gonna select those. We're gonna complete that. Okay. Once we complete that, we're going to equip that. Boom. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna identify the boots as well. All right. So again, we're trying to do everything that it shows. Movement speed. Let's go MP every 5 seconds. Let's see. And let's go endurance. Okay. And the reason I want to do endurance is any of them that has like a stat, you want to increase that stat. So that's basically like your defense in a way. Okay. All right. Decreases slowing effects by 24%. I mean, that's okay. If you got enough firepower, you should be pretty good on that anyway. So let's go with that. Movement speed, endurance, and MP. Alright. Alright, so we're going to equip that. Alright. And then we're going to go with the belt. Identification on that. Alright, so what we want is crit factor. And normally we want power by 3. I may do 2 crit factors and just increase it by 10. Alright, so, and then I'm gonna equip that. Okay, so now let's look at our info. Crits up 31 plus, which is good. Going back to our inventory. Alright, that's everything we have on that. Okay, we got the enigmatic empowered brooch. Identification on it. Alright, crit factor by 6. Power by 3. Yes, on that. Identification. Alright, so we got crit factor by 8. Resist factor. I'm going with crit factor. Alright, I'm going to equip that. And I'm going to equip that. Alright, so notice my item level now is at 229. Okay, keep up with that. Okay. Alright. So now, okay, everything looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty good. Okay, so we got the frost metal weapon box. Alright. Go ahead and open that up. We got the frost metal cannon right there. Alright, so we're gonna go to it. We're gonna identify that one. Alright, let's find what we need to do. First, let's go here. Increases damage by 9.3. Cooldowns reduced by 7.2. It increases attack speed by 9. The increases damage is good. That crit factor is nice. Let's see if we can find another crit factor. Got a crit factor by 14. Cooldowns. Okay, so check this out. The same things that are here are here too. So attack speed by 9. Cooldowns by 7. So the only thing that's not there is attack speed by 9, okay? Is that something we're concerned about? That's not something I'm concerned about. My thing concernment is this right here. It increases damage, decreases skill cooldowns. So I'm definitely going to do that one. I'm going to increase all my damage. And I got 2 more. Increases damage when attacking enraged. And that's going to be really good for when you're attacking bosses and different things like that. So you're going to want that, okay? Increases damage by 6.9 when attacking from behind. I think I've actually got a piece. I've actually got a piece, if I'm not mistaken, in my skills. I think I've got something that gives me automatically gives me attack from behind. Let's see, skill cooldowns. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the inventory. Let's go back to the cannon. Let's go. I'm going to turn it around like this so when you see it, it's going to be freaking awesome. So, going back to identification. Let's go into cooldowns, damage. 9.3. Normally you do all the oranges. When attacking, I know that's attacking from behind, even though you can't see it all. But I'm really looking at that crit factor 14. Yeah, let's just do the crit. And then 9.3. Again, let's just go with the crit. Everything's about crit anyway. Alright, so let's look at our info, see where our crit's at 40 plus 45 right now, which is not bad. Alright, good deal. Alright, let's go back into our inventory. Let's equip it. Boom, we're at 327. Turn it around, look at that. That's a beautiful weapon there. That's a beautiful weapon there. Alright, so let me go back into my info. Now we're at 77 crit factor. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's see what else we got. We got another box, I think. Yep. Let's go with this. Let's get all of those. Everything looks good. Let's go into our inventory. Let's go into our... Okay, so we got power by 22, crit factor by 44. Let's go with the crit factor by 44. Identification. Alright, we're looking at crit resistance. See, I like the crit factor by 4. And I like the power by 4. So I'm going to do those two. Boom. Got those. And then that's that. I'm going to equip it. Boom. It's equipped. That's another crit factor. I'm all about the crit factors. All about making sure that I'm going to do enough damage. So crit factor 4, power by 4. Again, that's what we want. That's what we're going to equip. We're at 342. Look at the item level number up there. Okay, remember I was telling you we're going to get to 440. Okay, All right, so we got the enigmatic, power by 16, crit factor by 32. Of course, we're going with the one with the crit factor by 32. We're going to select this. We're looking for crit resistance, probably. So we got endurance, healing skills, decreased poison damage. All right, so this one's a little different. So we'll do the crit resist, okay? And we'll do the endurance, okay? Because people are like, well, how come you don't do the 4%? Because you're still getting hit. You need some armor. You need some armor, okay? You gotta have some armor. If you're wanting to heal, like the recover of this right here, it's not that great. Just get on your mount. Get a mount that heals you. So when you're in between fights, just get on that mount. That's how you do that. Or just use your potables or whatever, okay? All right, so we got endurance and crit resistance. Okay, that's what we want to do, because like I said, none of this stuff is really going to help you more so than the endurance and the crit resist. Because right now, if they try to do a crit attack on you, it resists it. Endurance, again, it's going to help you resist. Okay, so it's kind of like your armor. So we're going to save that, do that there, boom, and we have the crit factor by 32. And let's see what we got here, and we're going to equip it. Now we're at 350. We are getting on up there. That's where we are. We are headed into the right direction. Okay, so we got another earring. We got 2 earrings, 2 ears. I'm gonna go there. Oh, no. There. Identification. Again, endurance, crit resistance. Or we could do a 4% increase in HP. But for some reason, I don't know, I just kind of stay away from that, because I'd rather have defense so I don't die versus having another 4% that they could hack away just as fast. So let's just do that. Complete that. Yes. Alright, and let's equip it. Make sure it's the right one. Boom, it's equipped. We're at 357. We're going in the right direction. Crit factor by 40. That's what we want. Alright, so identification. Crit factor by 4, power by 4, endurance by 4, crit resist by 10. Okay, so you can only do 1. So of course we're going to do crit factor by 4. Okay, because we want to do more damage. I'd rather be more of an offensive, and we've already got some defense in there. So boom, we're at 365. Look at that, we're at 365. That's what I'm talking about, 365. Alright, so we have everything equipped that I can see, I can think of right now. Okay, so okay, cool. So we're missing 2 things. Let's go ahead and knock out that frost metal armor. Boom, there's the frost metal armor. Go to the inventory, go to here, the enigmatic frost metal armor. I hope this looks better than what it looks like from here, because it looks like a lot of stuff is going to be covered up here, but we'll see. Identification, let's see what we got here. Alright, let's go here. Increases skill damage by a blast, cooldown of bombardment, skill damage of arcane barrage. See, I'm not a fan of the arcane barrage, so reduces willpower cost of burst fire by 5. Nice. Decreases cooldown of bombardment by 8%. Cause see, like, you got to do it based off of your own style. You can't do it based off of anybody else's style, okay? Everybody has their own style. How do you play, okay? See, you don't need that. This right here raises HP by 8%. You don't really need that. If you've got good defense, you really don't need to increase that. I'm just gonna say that. Alright, let me see. Decreases damage taken while knocked down. Frontal attacks. Alright, this is a good one. Decreases damage from enraged monsters for 10%. Frontal attacks, that's a good one. And knockdown is a good one too. And I'm thinking decreases damage taken by 6% as a whole. That's a good one too. And I think that reflects those 7.2% of the damage to the attacker. I think that's a good one. But what I think I'm going to go with is, oh, that is a good one though. Recovers 1.2 of total HP every 5 seconds. Okay, so we got to make a decision here. Do we want the decreases damage from enraged monsters? So that's additional 12.9%. So that's 12 and 10 is like 22.9% decrease in damage total. And now I got to figure out if I want to do the reflect damage of the attacker, if I want to do the 1.2 of total HP per 5 seconds. And the thing about it is, I think I'm going to do the reflex damage. I don't know. It's just something about that. When I'm hitting you, you're hitting me, I'm hitting you too. So I think that's the way I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. I think that's gonna be real good, because that's gonna help me take some of that off of me. All right. So the cooldown of bombardment. Let's look at that. Okay. So we got the ones here. Let's look at our skills, because it's asking us about bombardment. Bombardment. The cooldown is 1 minute and 40 seconds. Oh snap. So let's see exactly what the percentage of that is. And so we got 1.4 times 0.08. Okay, so we gotta subtract 0.112. So it goes to 1.20 seconds instead, or 1.28 seconds. That's not too much of a long time, but it would probably make a difference in the 8%. And I do like the bombardment. I think that's really gonna do, and you gain your willpower. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's do that one. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So we'll go to identification. Let's go here. Let's get the bombardment cooldown for 8%. And then let's do what we just did. Damage taken, frontal attacks and rage monsters, and let's go into the reflex damage of the attacker. And like I said, you choose which one is best for you. The ones in the orange or the yellow orange are the ones that's recommended. These decreases damage from enraged monsters makes sense. The frontal attacks make sense, and the damage taken makes sense. Make sure it makes sense to you before you save it, because if it doesn't, you cannot go back if you didn't save it and go back and fix it. Okay, it's very important that you understand that. Go ahead. This is the opportunity for you to look again. Decreases cooldown and bombardment. Decreases damage taken by 6%. Decreases damage taken from frontal attacks by 6.9%. Decreases damage from enraged monsters. So that's an additional 22.9% of damage not taken from an enraged monster. And then you have the reflects 7.2 of the damage to the attacker. Perfect. I like it. Let's equip. Boom. We're at 436. Okay. 436. All right. So we're missing, what is that? Four more points. All right. There's something that you got. Let me find it. Here we go. The Ideal Inner Armor Coupon. Okay. Inner Armor Coupon. Ooh, that does look good. Okay. Alright, cool. It looks better than I thought it would. Yes. That's nice. That's real nice. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go to Ideal Inner Armor Coupon. Alright, so this shows me defense modifier. HP goes up by... And look, this is the one thing... This is the one thing that I didn't have. I was at 436 and I didn't understand why I couldn't get to 440. It's the Ideal Inner Armor Coupon. Oh my gosh. That was the key right here. This is what kept me from getting my 440, and I was wandering around wondering why I couldn't get it, why I couldn't get it, why I couldn't get it. But this was the reason why. Okay, so now with the Idonil inner armor coupon, and I carried this with me forever, trying to figure out what am I missing, what am I missing. And on YouTube, it was so hard for me to find a video that showed me how to get it. And then I finally saw somebody click on this, and I was like, wait a minute. And I realized that I had it too. So I was like, oh man, I gotta have that. Okay, so look, we got crit factor plus 4. We got the HP of 1.8, and we got the power by 2, of course, of getting the crit factor. Alright. So now that I have it, I'm gonna go to my armor here. There it is. Edgy Idonil inner armor. I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna equip it. 440. And there you have it. Now we are at item level 440. Good job. Good job. And that, my friends, is how you get to item level 440. I'm going to go to what I originally had on, if I can find it. And I might not be able to find it. I don't know. Thought I had some crystals. I guess I don't have any crystals. Alright. I guess I don't. I'll get some in a minute. But that's how you increase your... That's how you increase your level. Item level to 440. Okay? Alright. And I think that was exactly what I had planned to show you today. Was to show you that. The next thing I'll show you is Apex mission number 1. Okay? Apex mission number 1. And so I will leave you with this. Alright. Alright guys, stay tuned for the next video. We're going to do the Apex first mission, the Velica Banquet. Comment up. Okay guys? Alright. Thank you guys for watching.